do have a feeling about what case he might have been investigating.
Yeah, I agree. Surely.
BL6.
Bruce Goodman.
Thanks to a tip-off by a good law-abiding citizen.
Indeed, yours truly.
Good law-abiding. I don't know about the law-abiding part, but sure.
I don't know about the
Taxes.
good part.
Wait, what'd you say?
I don't know about the good part.
What did Final say?
Oh, sorry.
I said I pay my taxes.
I'm not... Really?
I can't see it, but I am shifting my eyes.
Well, yeah, your eyes are closed right now.
Welcome back, everybody. We have the two redheaded people that were involved in the Redheaded League. They have no idea what's going on besides what they saw a photo of Gregson, and that's about it. And now they're willing to help with the law, I guess. Oh, sure.
People being traumatized.
We had more than 1,000 red-headed people assembled in the park on Lime Street that day.
But I don't recall the man in this photograph. Eh, couple?
No, I don't remember him. Obviously he's dead now, but I assure you he was not in the park.
Alora, the victim
Whoops.
is...
Oh, did not mean to do that. Or was that intentional?
Alora, this victim is nothing to do with us.
You forgot to answer for Peppino. It is your fault that we are caught in the first place. Oh? I would like to press how?
You've given sworn testimony that this man in the photograph wasn't present. Can you be certain?
Oui. I'm quite certain. We did not interview this man.
Nobody looking like this came to the park. This I can promise.
It must be noted that you have been arrested for a grand deception, however. Accordingly, this court has little confidence in your assurances.
Oofa, with this attitude, we get to nowhere, eh?
What the heck is oof? Okay.
Something I say on a
Maybe-
daily basis.
Is he like, is that just a way of saying oof?
Oofa
Yes.
lupa tupatitu.
Oh no. He's really a sulkin now.
This confidential document was obtained directly from Scotland Yard. It records an entry from the inspector's private diary dated the day before the incident. It reads, Lime Street, Red-Headed League, undercover. Ah, I have the answer.
That's a fork.
Maybe there was another similar event in the park on the day in question, eh?
That is ridiculous. There's no question that Inspector Gregson was investigating the Red-Headed League, which means it's quite possible that's when he was killed.
Very well. The defense may proceed with the cross-examination now.
Yes, my lord. Okay. They're very convinced they never saw Gregson, which is interesting.
Really? Or there's 1,000 people? You don't recall him? Are you sure? Are you sure?
He doesn't look at all familiar?
No, I don't think so, and this is a wig, eh? He was trying to trick us.
You were trying to trick everyone.
I do not like the people who are trying to trick the other people.
You were going to steal their money and go to France.
Says the con artist.
Thank you.
If between them they interviewed 1,000 people with red hair, it would be unreasonable to expect them to remember every face. No, senor, I may be small, but my memory is very large. I never forget a thing.
Okay.
In my opinion, I do not think this man was in the park.
But he's not going to give the court a
Definite.
Definite?
I think that's supposed to be a definite answer.
No,
Oh,
it can be a definite.
Sorry, for like I was
definite.
I'm like reading through it. My brain was just immediately just filling it out as definitive, and I'm like, wait, no, and then my brain just kind of shut down.
No, yeah, definite. Like a
It's not
definite
gonna give
answer.
the court a
But without
definite,
saying
it
answer.
seems. It just sounded weird in my head, and my head could not process.
That's just English.
English is a beautiful language.
You are speaking Italian.
I can speak two things. Hey, Capo, you didn't see a man like this, huh?
Wait. And obviously he's dead now. Well, what if I told you that this photo was a fake and he's actually alive and he's right behind you?
Oh! But according to what you've said, you spoke with 1,000 or more people that day. Wait, that's true. My eyes were burning with the end of the day. Surely then, you can't actually remember every single face. How are you so certain that this particular man wasn't present?
No, the red hair is very distinct, but not when you have 1,000 redheads crowding around. Then it is just an eyesore. But if there was some other information you could give us, maybe then we could recall.
That is not the line, Peppino. Remember, we do not remember him. We are sure of that fact, huh? If there was the man with the red hairpiece, but his mustache did not match the color, then I do not think I could have forgotten him. He makes a point. Cosmo said these two had only been shown that photograph and they've been told nothing else at all. What if I fed them just one other detail about the victim? For example...
His fish and chips.
We're going with that?
Someone has to stop me.
No one else seems to stop you, so I guess we're going to fish and chips! I can certainly appreciate that just knowing the man had red hair wouldn't help you remember in this situation. What if I told you that the man was always munching on a packet of fish and chips? Also, there it is, that's the pose. That's the Phoenix Wright pose, right there.
He's Phoenix Wright, yeah. There he is.
Cool,
He's doing it.
He's doing it. He's doing it.
Sherlock Holmes too, baby.
Do you remember a man who was eating incessantly? Incessantly? No, not really. I was looking only at the heads of the applicants. I wouldn't have noticed the fish and chips any more than the caviar and smoked salmon.
Then how
But
would
he
you
was
have noticed the mustache?
He would have been constantly eating them, though. So they would have been by his face.
Nom nom nom.
Also, hang on. If you don't notice what he's eating, how did you notice the mustache is a different color in the first place?
Yeah.
They're literally in the same spot. Like,
Yeah.
hold up.
Or the spaghetti. Me, I love the spaghetti.
Bro, I
We
haven't had
can see
lunch
that,
yet,
sir.
and now I really want spaghetti. Really? I had no idea. Tell them again what you said before, Peppino.
See, Capo, see. I say it again and again.
We're going to press this again. Because fish and chip was not the answer, but it was a funny moment.
Hey, we didn't get penalized for it, so it's okay.
Yeah. These are for fun choices.
Yeah, I don't want those for glory choices.
Alright, what are we present? Well, they already know Gregson. Wait, no, they don't know it's
No,
Gregson.
they don't.
They don't know it's Gregson, but would they wouldn't know who Gregson is, though. I don't think feeding them the name would do anything, so I guess his profession would probably be counting.
I already said the one I wanted to use. This is up to other people to decide now.
Yeah, profession sounds about right.
Yeah, because I don't think the name will give them anything, honestly. They're like, okay, that's a name, cool. I can certainly appreciate that just knowing the man had red hair wouldn't help you remember in this situation. What if I told you that the man in the red hair piece was actually a detective? The man in the photograph? A detective? Yes.
It would appear he found your notice in the paper suspicious and decided to investigate incognito.
Sorry. But this changes nothing.
Uh-oh.
Hello?
Excuse me.
Something to add, Mr. De Rossi.
Che, see, I am always adding something. Parmesan, olive oil, pepper.
We get it. You like spaghetti.
What I mean is, did you not agree with your friend's last remark by any chance?
Eh? What did he just say? About the detective?
Yeah, that. Keep your mouth shut, Peppino. You have said enough already.
But why, Capo? What is the problem? There was a man who said, I am an inspector from Scotland Yard.
Oh. Huh?
Good lord. He just literally said that to your face? Order! 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 Explain this volte-face in your testimony, witness.
What?
You know, volte-face.
English is a beautiful language. I know he was interrupted.
It's simple. A man who was at the park said to us that he was an inspector.
There was no such man.
But what are you doing, Capo? Have you forgotten, eh?
I've got nothing. Nobody like this came to the park.
Basta, Capo, basta! You beat me at many things, but not two. The memory and the meals.
I very much wish you forget this now.
Like I said, when it's time to eat the pasta, no one is a faster.
We
Except
get it.
maybe
You're
that bug-
aggressively Italian. Oh my god.
Yeah, except maybe that bug guy on the wall over there.
But
Bug guy on the wall?
He means me.
Oh. I forgot you were here, Imperfect Cell. How are you doing? Why are you here? Why aren't you in jail?
Look, I've done my... I don't know, I'm rooting for Van Seeks, okay? I really want him to stay here and keep throwing wine.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
But you are inferior to me in every other way. So shut up.
Objection.
Ahem. Oh. Okay. Ooh. Trotard. The damage is done.
Indeed it is, sir.
That was actually a funny moment of sequence. Oui. There was a man who came to the park and he said he was an inspector from Scotland Yard. However, he looked nothing like the man in the photograph. He was someone else. How can you be so sure? Because, to start with, his face was completely different.
See, it's true. The man who came was younger. His face was clean-shaven, his eyes were sadder, his chin was thinner.
No resemblance whatsoever, then.
Anyway, I was not going to be fooled. I took the obvious precaution and said to him, "If you are really a detective, show us the proof."
See, the capo here. He doesn't take no nonsense, eh?
But he was well prepared. He said he had identification. Identification? You mean official police inspector identification?
That is most unconvincing.
Sorry, my lord?
Counsel, no incognito inspector would offer his identification for inspection. It's quite out of the question.
Definitely. Why would he expose his true identity?
Clearly the papers were fake.
Certo capo, you are a genius. As we say in Italia, it takes a thief to recognize another, aye?
Is that what they really say? And what happened after he announced that he was a detective? He became very annoying. He said, "You are under investigation." So I took his paper from him and chased him out of the park.
It was fantastico. And look, here is the identification. So you stole it from the man. He had it coming. He made us very scared. But he was not who he said he was.
Indeed, the person described does not appear to have behaved as a true inspector would. However, I believe it would be prudent for these identification papers to be entered into evidence.
But I like them.
Too bad!
That's not how this works. I'm quite sick of these witnesses already. Inspector's identification. The identification of a man claiming to be a detective inspector, confiscated by Mr. De Rousseau and Mr. De Rossi.
Okay, but Your Honor, do you prefer these witnesses or the 3 witnesses we had a moment ago?
If I am to be so, obliged, I actually did prefer the other 3. I did not appreciate the lady throwing the firecrackers, but at the very least, the man of the signs was very nice.
Lewis, you're sending me gifts while I'm playing the game?
What? No. No.
Share with the class.
No. I'm not doing that.
Share with the class.
No, don't worry about it.
Now, let us return to the witness's testimony.
Hold on, wait, before we do that, we're not presenting, we do have new evidence, I just want to look at it. Let us look at it. Well, they said this is fake!
Metropolitan.
Well, I suppose we should see what this inspector identification looks like inside. This looks pretty legit, actually. Yeah, it definitely looks fake, doesn't it? Sure.
I mean, of course it looks fake. I can't even read it.
What name is given?
Probably just something plucked out of the air. It's Tobias Gregson.
Yeah, you know, just plucked out of the air. No big deal.
Wait, what?
This Scotland Yard insignia. Looks genuine to me.
But how?
And the department identification number details are all correct as well.
Since when have you known those?
He knows everything. Stop asking questions. We're in like the 4th case of the 2nd game.
I could solve all these cases for you if you wanted me to, Naruhodo, but it's better for you to learn them yourself.
Do you mean to say...
I know it seems incredible, but yes. I think this is a genuine identification book issued by Scotland Yard.
But that's unbelievable. This is the real thing after all?
Inspector Gregson's police identification. It's the official warrant card issued to him by Scotland Yard.
I mean, okay, so it's his identification. Who
But someone else
presented
was
it then?
using it, yeah.
Anyway, so Shulms.
Oh my god. His face was thinner. he was much younger. Oh my god.
Oh,
And
No.
didn't he also say that they turned him
No.
away like really fast, and he was mad about it?
No, there's no way.
I mean, this is Herlock Sholmes, so you know.
There's no way.
Anyway, I want to press this because what did Peppino do? What do you mean by that?
Cavolo, you promised not to say. Hey, Capo.
After we had taken all the money that day, we should have left the country. That was my plan. I left the purchasing of the tickets for the ferry to Dunkirk?
Well, it's called Dunkirk, but you know.
Ah! Yeah, Dunkirk. Yes, the dock is Dunkirk. To my companion here. But he brought them with for the wrong day. Oops.
See, but this is an easy mistake to make, eh? The first, 31st.
Oh, I have no sympathy for you. We were an only day late for the vote because of your stupidity. It's only because of this. That's the so-called great red-headed detective caught us.
Capo, you know what I think? This is the work of God. It's a holy punishment, aye? Like those SMT games.
I get it. He's from Italy. The Pope's there.
Peppino, for the last time, this is not only punishment. This is only your fault.
Ah,
Don't blame God for your unholy mistakes. You are making me sick with anger.
maybe I make a mistake, but when it's time to eat a pasta, no one is faster, except for
What does that have to
imperfect
do with
man.
this, my man?
And I've seen the evidence.
I want to challenge him to a pasta eating race.
They haven't told us much we didn't already know.
What do you think, Miss Naruhodo?
Well, if it was in the inspector's diary, it seems likely that he must have gone to Lime Street that day. And yet these two both claim they didn't see him.
I have to say, they don't appear to be telling lies.
Well, they are experts in deception, don't forget. Sounding plausible is their specialty. They may be lying simply to avoid being implicated in this case as well.
Surely if they were truly experts in deception, they wouldn't have been caught.
Well, yeah, so you do have a point there. Seems to me like we need more information.
Definitely.
I have a feeling we need to present the police badge identification now that we actually have it correctly inputted and we can tell it's real now. Okay, so they didn't see him.
Well,
I think it's here.
yeah.
I think it's here. Alright. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, we're getting so much. Okay.
Objection.
I'm shifting through my pockets right now.
I wonder if I could ask you to examine this identification book very closely. Miss Lestrade.
Why Miss Lestrade?
Yeah, why me? I'm just like sitting here. But okay.
You
What is
work
the
for
intent-
Scotland Yard! You've been around Gregson! You can confirm if this is real or not!
Oh yeah, I can't do that, can I?
Huh?
I don't know that. So what is your intention here, Counsel?
Is this really a fake, or is it genuine? That's the question. To be or not to be? Which we can't answer ourselves.
Objection.
Don't be ridiculous. No Scotland Yard detective would allow his or her identification to be stolen.
That is the boss's. No question about it.
It can't be.
Welcome to the circus, Cosmo.
As I suspected. The undercover detective who attended the Red-Headed League's enrollment on the day in question was the real Inspector Gregson, carrying out an incognito investigation. Zotolos!
You've been dead a while, Cosima, but yeah, this is pretty normal around here.
Order!
But if the boss had his identification stolen, he would have reported it straight away. I mean, he was always on me all about it. If you lose someone, report it at once, he'd say. But with, like, the fish and chips in his mouth.
Could it be then?
If you lose it, report at once. That's what I
Like
always say.
Yeah, exactly like that.
That the inspector was physically unable to report it.
Basically, what are you saying? Unable to... You're not suggesting.
Yes, it's quite possible that he was killed before he had the chance to report his identification stolen.
No!
Uh-uh.
Order!
The defense posits that the victim was killed the day before his body was discovered at a different location.
It's
Do you
posits.
two have anything to say about that and whatever? Posits?
Posset. Yeah, posset.
Yeah, posits, like exposits.
I know nothing. I don't know nothing except steal from people.
Pull yourself together, Peppino. Mon Dieu, you can behave a little more like a master criminal than that, non?
Now I wish I had returned to Italia.
This court can't handle it. This court cannot handle it.
On the right day.
He cries so loudly that his soul leaves his body for a moment.
And this really is just Peppino from Peaks of Tower.
Stop crying, Peppino, please. Otherwise, I...
What?
Blind
What does that even mean?
Lume? Listen up, Lume. Lume?
What does that even mean?
We're just throwing words everywhere?
Not my responsibility.
Stop your whining and start talking.
Lume is an old-fashioned informal British interjection that expresses surprise, interest, or approval. And can also be used to express dismay.
Okay, I was like, I don't think she's approving of anything here.
Stop your whining and start talking before I start blasting.
She can start blasting, actually!
You forgot I had a gun, didn't you?
I was about to say something, but then the man who's crying, his soul keeps leaving his body as he's crying.
No, nothing. I don't know nothing. But you will tell everything, or face the worst possible outcome.
No more spaghetti.
Oh no.
Grabs the plate of spaghetti and frisbees it off into the stands.
And then Cell just catches it like, ooh, free food.
You will dry your eyes and testify again.
Or else.
About these identification papers and the precise circumstances under which you came by them.
Or else.
As my bailiff is saying, or else.
For crying out loud.
No, I think Peppino's got that covered.
And counsel, please don't make a stupid pun like that again.
Sir, I can't help that.
I'm gonna.
You've given me something, and then, it just kind of inevitably comes out, sir. The detective and the identification. The truth is, we took him prisoner and kept him for the night at our secret hideout. Even though I didn't think he was a real detective, I was too scared to let him go that day. It's just in case.
Demanded vacation from him and then shut him in the room next to ours.
There might have been a little tussle, but we did him no harm, and the next morning we let him go.
He spent the night in a nice room. It was anything like prison, really. Whee!
Oh boy.
This is outrageous. You imprisoned the man.
But no, see, no. It was nothing like a prison. He was very comfortable and calm and happy. Capo!
I don't know about the happy part. It was never part of my plan. I swear it.
Ufa, so you think it was my fault, eh? Just because I got the date of the fairy wrong, by one a little a day.
I do not think it was your fault, Peppino. I know it.
No. Per favor, capo. It's not fair.
You should have plenty of time for your squabbling back at the prison, gentlemen.
Oh, I don't believe this. How could it have been a real detective?
Counsel for defense, proceed with the cross-examination.
So on the day before the incident, Gregson spent the night confined in this pair's hideout.
We're just assuming it's Gregson at this point?
I mean, we don't have anything else to follow, right?
Well, they did say that the guy was clean-shaven, unless that was a lie.
I don't think it was a lie, but we have nothing else to go for, so we're just assuming it's Gregson for the time being. We don't have any other information.
Gregson and his magical mustache that he can just take off and put on whenever he feels like
Yeah.
it.
Got like that one guy from Moon Knight.
Okay. We are a little bit over on the time, unfortunately, so we are going to talk to the sniveling convicts in the next video. We'll see you all then.
Good gravy, these two.